The Bible clearly condemns homosexual practice, though it does not condemn homosexuals. Paul condemns something that he called arsenokoites, literally man lying. This word doesn't exist in Greek, but it's formed by merging two words in the ancient Greek translation of Leviticus, if a man lies with a male. Paul had an uphill struggle trying to convince Gentiles that homosexual practice was immoral. Alexander the Great had publicly taken his male lover with him on military campaigns and even promoted him to second in command of the army. Consequently, long-term homosexual relationships became fashionable in Greek society. However, Roman society was much more interested in hedonistic homosexuality than long-term relationships. A conscientious dinner guest would provide boys as well as girls for recreation after an all-male dinner party. This was supported or tolerated by most Romans, though some strict philosophers criticised it as a mere quest for titillation to spice up jaded sexual palates. Some forms of homosexual practice were beyond the pale even for Romans, in particular lesbianism. Paul decided to exploit this inconsistency in the Roman attitude towards male and female homosexual practice. He wants to trick Gentile readers into acknowledging that this is a sin. So, first, he condemns women who exchanged natural relations for unnatural ones. We can almost hear the Roman reader draw in a breath of shock that such things should happen. And having gotten their attention and agreement, Paul then trips them up by continuing, "In the same way, men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another," pointing out the similarity between what women and men were doing. In this way, he trips his Roman readers. If they agree that female homosexual practice is unnatural, then the same must be true of male homosexual practice. Is Paul writing about the same kind of homosexual practice that happens today? Human inclinations are unlikely to have changed much in just a couple of thousand years. Romans knew that some men were only attracted to men, and there were also other men who copulated with anyone or anything during drunken orgies, and even when they weren't drunk. Plutarch had a genteel way of describing those whom we'd now call exclusively homosexual. He said that some men cannot mount their mare. That is, even if they married, they couldn't do the business. However, Paul isn't describing someone like that, because he says that they exchanged natural relations for unnatural and abandoned natural relations with women. These men changed from having relations with women, probably lots of them, to having the same relations with men. And they probably changed back again, perhaps during the same party. These were men who would be universally regarded as degraded, perhaps even by themselves. We should not shy away from asking what precisely Paul and the Old Testament were condemning. There's a wide spectrum of homosexual behaviour, from hedonistic bisexual promiscuity to lifelong committed same-sex partnerships. The word arsenokoites is unique to the New Testament, which makes it very difficult to determine exactly what it refers to. Some interpreters are more certain than I am about identifying precisely what Paul condemns. My inclination is to bring a practicing homosexual to Jesus, just like they brought the woman caught in adultery. The people clearly wanted Jesus to condemn her outright, but he declined. I'd like to think that I'd be among the first to drop my stone and walk away, leaving the person with Jesus. God bless.